Weird but true. The most sought-after coffee in the world is crap. Literally crap. It comes straight out of the bowels of a small beast called a civet or luwak. This nocturnal hunter turns gross into gourmet. He dines on the fruit surrounding the coffee bean, and its digestive enzyme strips the fruit and sugars from the bean. Once he poops it out, it becomes the world's most expensive and caffeinated excrement. It's called kopi luwak. Coffee harvesters gather and clean the mess from the bean. That's gross. Then proceed to roast and ship to gourmet coffee shops around the world. Now, while it's widely considered as the caviar of coffee with a nutty taste, smooth, not bitter, and an earthiness they simply can't put a finger on, I wonder why. It's just disgusting. Truth is, the best coffee in the world is actually grown in Costa Rica, right below the clouds above the forest of Monteverde. If you are ever fortunate enough to one day stand on this ground overlooking the Nicoya Peninsula, it would be love at first sight. You would see the most breathtaking sunrise lighting up the mountains as you breathe the cool air coming from the north. To the west is the Pacific Ocean, eager for a glorious sunset. As it nears, you'll see the lights from the coastal town of Punta Arenas, signaling the start of the evening. You can tell that magic is in the air. Even to the untrained eye, this place looks like heaven on earth for growing the best coffee in the world. But for our Heisenberg, the key is the volcanic soil, its rich organic nutrients, and most of all, elevation. Once he found it to be at 3,600 feet above sea level, the exact altitude required to grow organic Arabica, he knew. That day, he bought the land. Keene's estate was born. Keene's is truly a labor of love, a love story that starts with the view and quickly spreads to the land, the bean, the master, and his men, his artisans. His toil is love, a selfless sacrifice to the bean. Each artisan cultivates only a few sheltered growing patches. Each bean must weather the Pacific sun, tropical rains, and trade winds that occasionally reach up to 100 miles per hour. The artisan diligently terraces the mountainous landscape to control erosion and ease the picking process. He plants thousands of new coffee plants and indigenous shade trees to shelter the beans. Over the course of the next 4 years, he will remove, by hand, every single weed that threatens his beloved crop. No, his men are no common farmers. They're Latin lovers. Once the plant has matured, they hand-select each bean based on size, color, and ripeness. Less than 75% make the cut. The ones that do are dried in the open by the wind and the sun. Once dry, the beans are sorted once more and put to rest for 45 days so they can reach their perfect moisture and smoothness. Our Heisenberg has been known to stretch it a few more days. He's Heisenberg. He has it burnt into their heads that he refuses much more than he accepts, and the simple mention of his name inspires respect. After 45 days, the beans are sorted again and go through one more process to break the hard shell called pergamino. Once stripped, the beans shine their finest green and are prepared to be shipped to the U.S. Now, while Keene's estate stretches over 27 magical acres, only a blessed 10 will yield precious crop. After going through our 7-step screening process, our harvest will yield less than 10,000 pounds of the most exclusive, purely organic Arabica beans in the world, worthy of bearing the name Keene's Estate. Now, every coffee connoisseur will be quick to tell you that it's all about the bean, and I once believed that until I saw our Heisenberg roast. His magic is in the lab. That's where he turns beans into art. Yes, art. Sure, he can take any ordinary bean and roast it into a masterpiece, but when he labors on Keene's beans, it's a Mona Lisa. Green beans retain their flavor for extended periods of time. However, once roasted, the beans need to be brewed quickly to enjoy their fullest taste. That's why he insists on roasting daily to ensure maximum freshness. His Keenes don't need an expiration date. They never go untouched, he brags. Of course, the beans are shipped whole. Heisenberg says it best, grinding is murder, and air is the enemy. So keep your bag Speedo tight and grind just prior to brewing. During the roasting process, 20% of the bean's weight is lost due to expansion from the heat. The master's hands and eyes will reject another 5% due to imperfections. You could say he's a perfectionist. But you don't get to sell some of the most expensive coffee in the world by accident. He's truly earned his reputation of being hard to please. He's tough on himself, tough on the product, tough on everybody. That's why Keen's is to organic coffee what Cuban is to cigars, a pleasure reserved for the fortunate. He only sells the highest quality brew at an ungodly price. But price is never an issue. Once you taste Keen's, you're hooked. Everybody knows that. Our mission has, and always will be, to grow the world's best organic-only coffee using sustainable and environmentally friendly farming methods, so you can enjoy the best, no compromise. Unfortunately, our mission is being threatened by Larroya, a fungus that is devastating coffee plantations across Central America. Because we do not use fungicides, we are working on an organic compound to fight the spread of the fungus. It's too early to tell if we will be able to win that battle. Growing organic coffee is a much more labor-intensive process that requires patience, passion, and commitment. In order to deliver a constant, rich, and smooth flavor in a healthier, chemical-free coffee, you need an iron will. Truth is, when it comes to organic coffee farming methods, he's a pioneer. When he installed low-flow water technology, they laughed. Now it's standard. When he started paying local farmers more than fair trade, big corporations were outraged. He's grown into a local Robin Hood, fighting off pesticides and greedy corporations on behalf of the organic growers. As with everything, he's taken the lead fighting the deadly fungus. Keen's estate already lost nearly a third of its production to Larroya, and could be losing up to a half in the next year. In the process of securing the future needs of the Keen's tribe, he's helping local growers with the overwhelming challenge. As with every adversity comes an equal or greater opportunity. While hard at work to make sure that his Keeners get their daily joe, he's secured all the surrounding organic crops. While you won't be able to taste the original Keen's estate, as this privilege is reserved for a shrinking lucky few, legend has it that it's harder to get on that list than it was getting into Studio 54 in the late 80s. But you'll get to enjoy Keen's Select from our neighboring organic local farms known as Fincas. Keen's Select is hand-chosen and roasted by the master himself, so you can experience the most amazing organic Arabica coffee you've ever been privileged to taste. Today, you're invited to experience the magic of Keen's beans for yourself. But remember, fair warning, Keen's Beans coffee is extremely addictive, so drink at your own risk. Seek professional treatment if you experience sleepwalking to your coffee machine before sunrise, sniffing empty Keen's bags, licking your grinder for Keen's, mild to severe panic attacks if you can't get your Keen's, total disdain, even snobbiness towards any non-Keen's beans. If you experience any of those symptoms, reach out for support. Now that you've been warned, sign up for our consistent delivery program. This helps our planning process from the time we plant our beans until they reach your coffee maker. Better planning enables us to serve you better with on-time delivery, while minimizing our carbon footprint and maximizing our efforts fighting the Larroya fungus. If you're ready to embark on your own Keen's journey, at the hands of our revered maestro, carry on. We'll immediately ship you a 12-ounce bag of Keen's Select, and make sure you receive a fresh supply every 2 weeks so you can enjoy your daily fix. We won't throw in a free coffee maker or any other gimmicks to entice you. Just the best organic Arabica bean you've ever tasted. Keen's Select is only available to a privileged few, so we monitor closely the impact of Larroya on our annual yield. Due to the high volatility in the market, this offer can expire at any time. We can only guarantee pricing up to 180 days ahead until the Larroya spread can be stabilized. If you're on the skeptical side, like our Heisenberg, we'll gladly ship you a fresh sampler. As long as we're able, just help with shipping. And no, we won't enroll you into any auto-ship program. We know that you will be calling us. You see, all it takes is 1 cup. You'll do anything to get your daily fix. If the sampler offer is no longer available on this page, it means the Keen's Select list sold out, and you will have to get on our waiting list. We will let you know if and when more beans are available. We will also send you updates on our progress fighting the Leroya fungus, so go ahead, make your move. Get your freshly roasted keens shipped quickly to your door. Dark pleasure awaits you. See you on the keen side.